The adjustments to Zach Makovsky's fighting gloves have been made. He is ready to roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, here Bellator 41 on MTV2 from Cocopa Resort Casino. Everlast Greatness is Within now presents 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division, the first non-title super fight of the evening. And now, introducing out of the red corner, at 5'4", he weighed in at 134 1/4 pounds, the undefeated professional at 11-0 fights out of the Woodlands, Texas, introducing Chad Robichaux. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the blue corner at 5'4", weighing in at 135 1/2 pounds. Tonight, he brings 12 victories with only 2 defeats. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he is the reigning Bellator Bantamweight World Champion, Zach Fun Size Makovsky. The referee in charge of the action, Jason Herzog.
This Bellator super fight in the featherweight division, non-title. Chad Robichaux, 11-0 with 10 submissions in his Bellator debut versus Bellator's 135-pound world champion, Zach Makovsky, round number 1. Tonight's Bellator Fight Clock is sponsored by Dylan Dog, Dead of Night, in theaters April 29th. Chad Robichaux is in the yellow trunks. Zach Makovsky is in the black trunks. Body kick by Robichaux. Going for a guillotine immediately on Zach Makovsky.
Yeah, but very hard to do with no guard. Like I always say, no guard, no guillotine. Have at least half guard. Can't really finish it from here. Makovsky coming out in that southpaw stance. That's great for a wrestler, because that's a wrestler's power leg. If they can learn to box southpaw, they can box and take down from the same stance. That's very key.
Because this super fight is non-title, it is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We are under the unified rules of MMA, so elbows to the head are allowed, both standing and on the ground.
The reason I was making that joke about Makovsky being laid back and from Philadelphia, we actually saw in our hotel when Eddie Alvarez fought 2 of his fans get in a fight over who had the better seats. So I'm really surprised Zach Makovsky being as laid back as he is from Philly.
I think he's from Shawnee, Kansas, like me. He just missed that to sound cool.
Just friendly and nice. And the crowd
holding position, the crowd not loving this.
Well, there's not a lot to love. Robichaux's trapping that arm. Zach Makovsky's not improving at all.
Again, Robichaux is a submission fighter. A perfect 11-0 with 10 submission wins. And 8 of those in the first round.
Makovsky now inside control. His advantage on the ground, he has great submissions, great wrestling, but man, he's just a physical beast. So strong, so explosive. Strength and conditioning coach at Drexel University.
And he wrestled there at the NCAA Division I level. Makovsky 12-2, but as I mentioned earlier, he is perfect 12-0 at this weight, 135 pounds.
Good left hand. He fought Ed West, who has a very slick and dangerous ground game, but he just couldn't deal with the explosiveness of Zach Makovsky. It's been a problem for his opponents this entire time.
Robichaux
at 135.
Looking to spin, lost his balance. Good stuff on the shot there, and there's the big takedown.
Takedown slash cartwheel.
Robichaux, so agile, so athletic.
He's agile, man. Makovsky just pulled a cartwheel with a double leg. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Robichaux fighting off the single leg, knee to the body by Makovsky. Good turn by Makovsky. And a knee to the body, that was effective.
Now here's where he's looked so good, is on top, but Robichaux doing a good job of getting back to his feet.
Referee Jason Herzog doing his usual excellent job letting the action flow. Head kick by Robichaux, deftly blocked by Makovsky. Robichaux trying to walk down his opponent. Step in left hand by Makovsky.
Looks like they're going to try and stand a little bit. They kind of neutralize each other on the ground.
Makovsky going for the outside trip, couldn't find it.
Robichaux going for a lot of unorthodox techniques. Oh, good left hand by Makovsky.
Makovsky trying to turn.
Oh, great pass.
Beautiful into side control for Zach Makovsky.
That's one big difference between traditional jiu-jitsu and the jiu-jitsu and MMA. Guard is extremely useful in jiu-jitsu. Competition jiu-jitsu, guys get world titles based on their guard, but it's very hard to use in MMA. You see Zach Makovsky trying to set up the Kimura here. Robichaux up and on his feet again.
How agile and athletic are these two fighters? Knee by Robichaux. Right hand by Robichaux, then misses with the left. Bouncing the step of the champion, Zach Makovsky.
Makovsky's hands very low. Not in a good defensive position. His hands really low. He relies a lot on his physical speed.
Takedown again by Makovsky. Robichaux immediately trying to grab the guillotine and cinch it in.
He's past his guard. That is not going to work on a guy like Zach Makovsky.
Closing seconds of a very, very entertaining round number one in this super fight. Eight tours of duty in Afghanistan for former Force Recon Marine Chad Robichaux. Round number two. Robichaux is a proud volunteer of the nonprofit organization Soldiers Angels, and they are having a Bellator watch party tonight in San Antonio, Texas. A welcome to all of them watching live on MTV2.
Well, Robichaux came back from Afghanistan with post-traumatic stress disorder. He said, jiu-jitsu saved me. Fighting really gave me balance, and that was my therapy. I think everybody in jiu-jitsu should be proud of that.
Jimmy, on your scorecard.
Now 10-9, Zach Makovsky thought he controlled that first round. Good takedowns, landed a couple of good left hands. Not a dominant round, but 10-9.
Zach Makovsky with the takedown.
You see how he flips over the guard after that takedown. He gets the double leg, but he flips his leg over, so it's hard for Robichaux to get the guard.
Robichaux in his Bellator debut is in the yellow trunks, and Makovsky, the champion, is in the black trunks. Again, this is the first fight, albeit non-title, but the first fight for Zach Makovsky since winning the vacant 135-pound Bellator world title. Of course, he defeated Ed West in the inaugural tournament in this weight class back in season 3. That was in October.
You see what we call twister side control. His right knee on the bottom, up against the hip, and it's easy to step over into the mount.
Full mount, and Makovsky letting go with the hands.
As I was about to say it, he steps over in the mount.
Hammer fist now with the left by Makovsky.
I don't know how deep that arm is. He might have the choke.
Going for the rear naked choke and looking to finish his Makovsky.
It's underneath the chin. I think he's got it. If he keeps the pressure on, this could be it. And Robichaux slips out.
Big ovation from the crowd here at Coco Park Casino for Chad Robichaux on that submission escape. Side control, though, held by Makovsky.
Man, that is serious. That's serious guts and technique. 9 out of 10 fighters would not have gotten out of that position against Zach Makovsky.
Robichaux just warned by referee Jason Herzog. Elbows to the back of Makovsky's head. Not intentional. Robichaux just trying to throw from flat on his back just like that. Blindly throwing there. Makovsky looking for a spinning armbar.
Sliding the knee on the belly. But once again, so explosive, so good at transitioning into positions and out of them again.
Kick by Makovsky. Seeing things going his way here in round number 2. Good step in left by the champion, Zach Makovsky.
Man, he just passes that guard so easily right into side control. Trapping the arm. If you can trap the, see how he has his Robichaux's left leg trapped. If you can trap the other way and get a crucifix.
Makovsky working for a crucifix from side control, couldn't get it. Still has side control. That's a big shot. Almost a forearm smash there. Not an elbow, not a punch.
You see, as this fight is wearing on, Makovsky wearing Robichaux down. That's what he is so good at. He keeps up the intensity. Has great gas. It's hard to keep up with him.
Makovsky was in a belly-to-back suplex position. Robichaux down, turtling down. Now Makovsky trying to get one hook in.
2 minutes, Jack. 2 minutes. Let's go.
Good defense by Robichaux. Makovsky not getting any hooks in, but flat on his back.
Now going for the head and arm position. Robichaux trying to defend.
That is tight.
Now it's hard to finish if your opponent has that hand against his head, but Makovsky's strong enough to do it.
Head and arm choke attempt for Zach Makovsky, looking to finish here. Latter stages of round number 2.
Robichaux trying to escape, but man, Zach Makovsky's so powerful, and he gives it up.
Robichaux escapes again. 2 big submission escapes in round number 2 for Chad Robichaux.
Robichaux still moving forward, still trying to attack.
Robichaux coming straight forward, big knee by Makovsky.
Man, he is letting it all hang out at the end of this round.
Makovsky going for a single leg and a slam. Blood on the left shoulder of Zach Makovsky, and that's not his own blood. I believe it's coming from the nostrils of Chad Robichaux.
I think that aggression is partly out of frustration. He knows he's down at least in this round, if not the first 2. He's got to turn this fight around, but the problem is that flailing at someone like Zach Makovsky, he's so good, so powerful, he'll take you down every time.
More forearm shots there by Makovsky. Those aren't elbows, those are forearm shots. Short forearms. Blood definitely flowing freely out of the right nostril of Chad Robichaux's nose. Unfettered shots now from Makovsky.
Up kick, that's illegal.
That was illegal, and Robichaux apologizes immediately. Makovsky was a grounded opponent there. He had a knee down.
Ready? Let's fight.
Good refereeing by Jason Herzog. He said, I know it was an accident, let's keep going.
Herzog didn't call time. Big round for Makovsky.
Over here.
We see the up kick at the end of the second round. Right here, that right leg right across the face. You're not allowed to kick or knee an opponent to the head when they're down, when they have anything but their feet on the ground. And obviously he was on his knees, but a lot of times when you're throwing your legs up for a triangle, a submission, a lot of stuff like that happens.
Into our 3rd and final round of this Bellator super fight in the featherweight division. Jimmy, on your scorecard.
I have it 2-0 for Zach Makovsky, 10-9 both rounds, 18-20.
Chad Robichaux entering 11-0 with 10 submissions, 8 in the first round, making his Bellator debut. He is in the yellow trunks. Zach Makovsky, his first fight since becoming Bellator's first ever featherweight world champion. He's in the black trunks. Spinning back fist missed there by Robichaux. Makovsky right back. Robichaux laughed.
Both guys trying some funky techniques here.
We talked about what a nice guy Makovsky is. You can say the same for Robichaux.
That's the problem with those funky techniques. They leave you wide open.
2 very sporting fighters, Jimmy.
But here's where Zach has been so dominant. He's been so good at not ending up in the guard of Robichaux, either half guard or full guard. And right here, back to that twister side control again.
Robichaux, very candidly, and I wouldn't talk about this normally, but he wanted to talk about this, suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. We mentioned in the Marines, force recon, 8 tours of duty in Afghanistan. He said quite simply, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA has changed his life, in effect saved his life.
Zach Makovsky putting a lot of pressure on him now. He said in the pre-fight interview, this is not a wrestling match, but Zach Makovsky has excellent jiu-jitsu. He doesn't take you down, he doesn't lay and pray, he goes after you.
Makovsky trains Brazilian jiu-jitsu with none other than Wilson Hayes, who we will see in our next fight. Featherweight tournament, semifinal number 2.
He actually got beaten by Wilson Hayes. They became friends, started training with him and trying to finish this fight now. He's got to move or this fight's going to get stopped.
Those are huge shots from Makovsky.
I think this is over.
Jason Herzog taking a really close look, and there is it. 3rd round TKO win for Zach Makovsky, the champion victorious.
His first TKO victory, not only in Bellator, but it is in his entire career. Great job by Zach Makovsky, still getting better as a fighter. Very impressive win.
And Makovsky absolutely letting go with the left hands there.
And against an undefeated fighter. Chad Robichaux, an excellent fighter, and he finished him. Beautiful job in that 3rd round. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Started with taking the back, putting his hips in. Robichaux had gotten out of a few submissions, so he wasn't going to waste his time with any more of that. He said, I'm going to get position and turn it on with the strikes. That's exactly what he did.
A true championship performance for Bellator's 135-pound world champion, Zach Makovsky. He is victorious.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog waves off this contest due to strikes officially 2-0-2 into round number 3. The winner by TKO, Zach Fun Size Makovsky.
The winner by way of third round TKO, Zach Makovsky defeats Chad Robichaux.